Assalamu alaikum students, this is the Faisal Hussain. I am your physics teacher, and in our video lesson 2 students we will discuss many things about geometrical optics. You all have studied in previous lectures about the lens. So we all know that lens is a device which is used to refract the or instrument which is used to reflect the light. So today we will have two basic aim. First one, we will draw ray diagrams for the object at a different length, and then we will demonstrate our size of a object. So before starting, I just want to go through some basic definition. So basic definition is about optical center. Students, on the right side, we are seeing two lenses, which we know one is a convex and other is a concave. And convex is also a converging, and concave is diverging lens. A point on a principal axis. Principal axis basically a straight line which cutting through both the lenses at their center. Okay, so a point on a principal axis at the center of a lens is called the optical center. We all know that the light rays traveling parallel to the principal axis passes through the lens. After refraction, light converge at a point and appears to be diverged from a point. The converging of or a diverging point is known as a principal focus. So we have discussed the thing that whenever light passes through any of lens, it will converge or diverge. It is basically depend on the lens which you are using. So I just want to start it from here that I am placing my object before the lens, and then we will see what kind of a image we are watching. Before that, we will discuss about ray diagrams or a graphical method. So students, you all know that the ray diagram basically a graphical method of locating the image formed by a spherical lens of or any kind of a lens is called ray diagram. So we have seen that we have two diagrams for you guys. One is for the concave and other one is for the convex. You can see that concave the image is formed by the lens is in front of the lens. Okay, there written image, we are seeing it in the front of lens. But on the other hand, when we see the convex lens, the light which is passing of the object through the lens, it will form a image on the other side, on the right hand side of a lens. So basically you should keep in your mind the image formed in a concave lens will formed at the left hand side of a or a left side of a lens, but in convex the image will form in the right side. So let's start. We have three different lens, two different lens we are using. One is f for focal length, and two times of a focal length is 2f. And on the other hand, on the right we also have f and 2f, which we have marked. So student, the basic game is I am placing my object at the different position from the focal length, and then we will see that how convex lens form the image and which type of image will be formed by it. So first of all, I am placing my object before or beyond 2f image. If I place my object beyond or before 2f, then our image will be formed. Okay, on the right hand side you can see there are a numerous eyes which is watching the image location. You can see it anywhere, the same image or same object you will see, but it will form a real inverted image. But the change will happen. The real size of a object from the principal axis, you can see that it is a larger than the image location. So if I place my object before 2f or beyond 2f, then the image formed by it will be a real inverted but smaller than the real size. So if you want to see a smaller object or if you want to convert your bigger image into a smaller image, the thing is just place that thing before or beyond 12. Your image will be minimized, or your image will be shrink itself to a smaller. So we can say that the image is a real inverted, but it is a smaller. Now I am taking my object from here, and we will changing the placement of a object. The point which is 2f. I placed my object at the 2f. So the arrow is basically telling me about the object height. So student, what will happen? From the diagram, from the ray diagram, you will say that at 2f, sir, if we place our object at 2f, it the image will form and the image will be real inverted, but it will be the exact same size as the object. This is a base point. This is a basic point or main point, that if I place my object at the 2f, the image on the right hand side will be exactly of the same size of the object. So if you want to see anything at its original size, just place it at 2f point. You can see the image will be exactly the same height or a same size as your real object it is. So in previous thing we just discussed about I am placing my object before 2f. Now I am placing it on a 2f. That there is a basic difference of the length or a distances. So students, we have discussed it at the two different distances, but I just want to convert it into a more interesting ways. I am placing my object at another point or at an entrance. I am placing my object between 2f and f, if you say that. So if I place my object between 2f and f, so image will be formed. You can see that it is a much more in a size than its original object. Image will form, but it will be in a larger size. We can say that image between, if we place our object between f and 2f, the image which is formed will be of a larger size than its object. This is we are using converging lens, or you can say convex lens. The object which is placed between f and 2f will have an image greater than its original size. Okay, so the three condition I have discussed. Now if what will happen if I place my object on f. Okay, let's. So if I place my object at f, the converging rays will be parallel to each other after passing through the lens, and we know that parallel lines are those lines which never overlap each other, so the image will not form. If I place my object at the point of f, which is focal length, then there is no image will be formed, because after moving through the lens, the rays will be parallel to each other, and parallel rays never meet each other, so no image will be formed. Okay, for the next, if I placed my object between lens and f, okay, let's see what will happen. We will, if we place our object between lens and f, you can say that, sir, after converging the lines will move further away, but the image will form on the left side of the lens, and on the left side of the lens image will be a virtual. On right we have real image, but on the left we always have a virtual image. So we can say that if we place our object between lens and f, then our image will be formed as a virtual image, will be formed before lens and bigger in size, much more bigger in size. So these are the basic point where we have checked our things at how they are working. Before ending our topic, we just summarize the things. We have experimented our object at 5 different distances. We can say that beyond 2f image size will be less than the object. At 2f image size will be equal to the object. Between f and 2f image size will be larger than the object. At f no image will be formed. Between lens and f image will form in the front of a lens and of larger size. So once again, when we placed our object at 2f, we know that the size of the image will be less than the object. At 2f, we have the equal size as the object. Image will also at the same height or same length. But if I place our object between f and 2f, the image will be of a larger than the object. At f, there will be no image formed, and between lens and f image will be formed in the front of a lens, which is a virtual image, and it will be of a larger size. So student, this is all sum up from the day, but I have a small assessment for you guys. As we have drawn many ray diagrams, so you will have to draw ray diagrams of the object placed at a different length of the lens, and then you will mark them, how image is formed or how image will behave if I change the length of the object. Thank you, students.